Hello, good afternoon. Yes, it's 2 o'clock. Late again, but you know why? Because I just spent best part of 2 hours messing around and testing. And it still might not be right. Oh bugger. I'm always doing that, snagging the bloody charging lead. Yeah, thank you for your suggestion. Someone said about some stuff called sugru, which looks like it's like blue tack. You squidge it and it sticks. I was going to use my 3M and I stuck them back to back. And they were just a shade too big, I think. I'm going to do a test ride. I'm going to take this SD card out with this old camera. In fact, yeah, this is the old camera that was on there, and I was saying if anyone wants it, can you hear it? It sounds alright, doesn't it? I think. And it films in 1080p, although I was looking at yesterday's upload, my little Tootle and Tarzan horn test, and it looks a bit blurry. Is that new camera, was it cheap for a reason? Maybe I should switch back to my old camera. So yeah, I think I've got it right, but I'll have to go out on the road. I went in the street to try and get the alignment right, and I've been messing with the microphone, the new microphone and the new inline volume control. I thought it was broken or not suitable. Sometimes only one way, but it was turned right down to it. So I've done about a dozen tests. Hello, hello, testing one, that type of thing. And yet I haven't to overload the camera. If it's too sensitive, it picks crackles, wind noise up. Although with the Arai super quiet system, we'll see, won't we? So I've just used that sticky foam you get from Halfords. I was sat here getting chest pains. It was really in one position all the time. Am I dying? Yeah, and it's worked rather well. The microphone's tucked in there, and just to keep it in place, I've put a couple of stitches in. Because this is going to be my just weekend camera. And you'll probably be able to see that tape. Good job it's black. I've put insulation tape all the way around. I know it looks a mess on this blue helmet I've on now, but it doesn't look too obtrusive on this because it had a black base. And just to trim it off, I put some of that wheel rim tape on. So, it's not going to move. It's just a question of is the alignment correct? Right, well, like I said, I'll take this SD card out, put it in here, and then go for a test when this is fully charged up. It shouldn't be too long, because that's the camera I used yesterday. I'm not sure if you're meant to charge it up after partial use. It has a memory effect on some batteries, doesn't it? When I tested it on the front, the horizon looked a bit that way, so I've stuffed some more foam in, and it looks a bit too far now, but we'll see. As for the up and down alignment, I was watching someone else's video, and someone said, oh, I want to see more of your bike and less of the sky. So, I mean, your eyes are here looking. I try to get it in line with that, where your eyes are, where my eyes are. Anyway, like I said, we'll see on the test ride, won't we? My commuting helmet. I tried to copy off that. I thought, well, I think that wants adjusting because on my commute it's slightly, the horizon needs to come up that way a bit. All I do is push it with my thumb. Although I was doing that once and something snapped. I've had to glue this camera onto the bracket because the little thing pinged off. Well, yeah, just to tilt it, you push it with your thumb, stuff some foam in that gap with the blunt edge of the scissors, like that, and then put some more tape across. It works. But we'll see when that other Arai comes. If I used it, I'm a bit scared because people have said, oh no, oh, did it deteriorate over the years if it's an old helmet? Maybe I should just use that all year round. But it'll get battered at work. It's on top of my locker, but you never know if someone else is going to knock it with their stuff. Doesn't fit in the bloody locker. Right, next stop, out on the road. Late again, but like I said, it took a while. It still might not be right. Might need some fine adjustments. Bye for now. Right, well, there we are, visor down. Can't really test it for noise if when you're going relatively slowly. I'll go on the motorway. Someone said, can you do a noise test for your new Arai helmet? I can hear a bit of wind noise, not as bad as the cheap nitro, but I can hear some. Is it not as amazing as they're made out to be? We shall see. Anyway, how does the new microphone and inline volume controller sound? Any hitting? Have I got the levels right? Have I got the horizon right? Like I said, I've stood on the front of my street with my helmet on, checking out the horizon. It was slightly down. Is he alright? Alright, Tom, you live there. Is he having trouble? I think he must live there. Normally I'd turn round and ask if everything's alright, but once in an embarrassing moment near Lancaster, stopped to ask someone, hey, what? You alright? Yeah. Just pulled over. Oh. You think you're mad these days if you show a bit of courtesy. Oh, I got the front top vents open on the visor. There's two vents, maybe I should have closed them. Maybe that's where the wind's whistling through. Where am I going? Well, I was checking my map. I was looking at Settle and Horton in Ribblesdale, and then you end up at the Ribblesdale Viaduct. And then turn left, go back to Settle, but I thought, well, it's nearly 3 o'clock. And even though I've got a full tank of fuel, this is yet another test of my new helmet and the newly mounted Predator cam. I was saying I was a bit disappointed with the picture yesterday. Was it because it was a bit dull? Or is the new camera, which I got from a German shop on eBay, is a new camera slightly faulty? The bumps. Yeah, that's a bit fiddly. I don't know. It's safe to vape with kids in. It's not dangerous, that stuff, is it? So you might have guessed where I'm going. Yes, Rivington. Why not? It's close enough. Not summertime yet. And like I said, all these are just tests, like they have been for the past month or so. Brakes, and good job I tested them because they turned out to be still binding on. They're sorted now, hopefully. And then I got this new helmet. Didn't use it for a while because I wanted to get this camera on it. Now it is. I won't be using the cheap nitro one ever again. I just took a lead off that because the conversion lead for 2.5mm to 3.5mm wasn't was a bit too stiff on the new one, so I've used the old one. Also, the plug had the socket had a larger diameter, wouldn't fit in a little gap on the new one, so it's swapped. So how does it sound? Hello, hello. As I said, we're being only cheap. They distort my voice. I actually talk like Prince Charles, but they make me sound like a daft northern numpty. I'm not deaf, you know. Well, the wind noise is just a sort of gentle blustering noise. It's not deafening like on the nitro helmet, so it is a lot quieter. Not perfect though. Maybe you have to spend £700 to get perfection. Price of some of them helmets on them, even on eBay, my goodness. Only meant to be a little bit cheaper on eBay though. Got my mobile with me, my cash card. See, I'm steaming up now. There isn't one of them little catches that I mentioned. On my shoey, got a little catch to leave it open about 8mm or so, just for a bit of ventilation if you wear glasses. And with it being, well, it is 60-ish degrees because of the sunshine, but it's forecast a cold night, cold next week, and a few short, sharp showers, it said. Oh, as soon as you get moving, it clears again. And a police car lurking. Right. High speed, well it is for me, wind noise test. Love is gonna marry me on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You take the high road and I'll take the low road. La 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 la. Has it improved my singing voice any? I've also put the little windshield on, a little foam one. I've not got a fluffy one. Pardon. The windshield, I mean. Come on, Albert. What's going on? Hello, hello. The man in white. There's 2 lanes. Where are you going? From 1st to 3rd. But, as I said last time, yeah, average speed, a load of cobblers. These pads are a bit severe. I hope they ease off after a bit. I'm not sure about long-term comfort on a long ride, but then again, my rides are just short blasts normally. I said that to someone who won't catch me. Someone said about, I'm in North Wales for a week at end of April. Are you coming down? Well, if you're there for a week, that'd be alright, wouldn't it? But, have you booked some nice weather? Yeah, I'd be getting B&B if I had to go further than 200 miles in a day. What are you doing? Yeah, what's the furthest you've been in a day there and back? 2, 3, 4, 500 miles? That Nick Standard was actually boasting about doing 22-hour days on his bike. Oh, I'm sure I once fell asleep on the tank, or what are you thinking of, you silly sod? He was doing his cross America trip, you know, trying to beat some kind of world record, but if you're falling asleep on your bike, there's something terribly wrong, isn't there? I was talking to him at the Manchester show a few years ago. I said you should be on telly instead of Henry Cole. Well, we put forward a few ideas, he said, but the TV companies weren't interested. Wonder why not. A few people have said that he's more endearing to the biker community than Henry Cole is. I don't know, I mean, Henry Cole's alright. I like his world's greatest motorcycle rides, which are being repeated at the moment. He was doing the UK one. I missed the first 10 minutes when he was riding this way. Although, no, he did go to the Ribblesdale Viaduct. I missed all the Scottish bit. He was doing Land's End to John of Roach, you know. And at the end, because he was on the bloody motorway for about a third of the journey. Is it the world's greatest motorcycle ride? Or one of them? No, I can't say it is, because our motorways are terribly congested and a lot of the A and B roads are in awful condition. Oh, he's right about that, isn't he? As for the scenery, a bit hit and miss, generally nice, but a few rock spots. And he was on that Norton, and in Bakewell he went to a bike museum there, an old chap. What a collection. Had a brush through period. He said, yes, me and the wife are loading it up with luggage and going to Scotland next week. He said, you do realise how much these bikes are worth, don't you? Oh yes, that doesn't bother us. Yeah, how do you go touring on a 50, 60, 70 grand bike and get insurance? Well, hopefully everything's alright. Like I said, I'll make a few minor adjustments at home after studying the film. Tootling along, sorry, but it's because of the average speed cameras. I don't want to get fined. What is it these days, 60 or is it 80 quid? They're obsessed, aren't they? What can we do to generate more money? Average speed camera, you are? Well, you know how people slow down when they see a speed camera? Well, we can get them, because it'll monitor the average speed over a set distance, and if you're just 2 miles an hour over, we've got them! Fine them! 80 quid! What a bloody country, obsessed. How much did they take off taxis offers, and how much do they make in fines? Probably more in fines, huh? I'm waiting for some contact from the bloody television licence people. I've not paid that, and maybe I'll pay it when that money comes. Maybe I won't. I've had it work said I haven't paid for 6 years. Well, you rent, don't you, and you move about. Well, I just haven't paid, sod 'em. I said, I know, stuff 'em. Chris Evans with his collection of, what's he got, 30 Ferraris or more, classic Ferraris. I know he's with another company now, but he was with Radio 2 for quite a while and he made some money. Even Mike Harding, he lives in Horton in Ribblesdale in a bloody big Boeing conversion. He was with Radio 2 for years, just doing a once a week folk show for an hour. So how much was he on to afford a bloody Boeing conversion? Fortune probably. Oh yes, we pay all the BBC staff a bloody fortune. Well, lovely day. Like I said, not quite summer. Gone out to 58.8. Hello. Someone was asking me advice about what bike to get. Budget of £5,000. And he's got a bad leg. And I wasn't very helpful, I'm very sorry, but what I know nothing about what's on the market these days. I've just got this old Hornet 2004. In the past I've had 10 bikes since 1983, so I'm not one of them that swap it every 6 months like some do. Sorry, but you better go into a shop. Although how many shops these days have a lot of second-hand bikes in? Not a lot. DK, I think that's the best one. I mean, Fastline used to, until he downsized to that tiny little shop. Fastline impressed him, but D&K, is it DK, D&K? Have a look on their website and there's hundreds and hundreds of bikes in. Lots of them are imported from America. And they've got lots of cruisers. I mean, it depends how tall you are. I'd like a custom bike. But with being 6'7", they just give you a nasty pain in the back of the knee. Not a good idea to be in pain on a... What are you doing? Being in pain on a ride, it's distracting. And this were all roadworks, wasn't it? Well, they repaired this bridge thing last year. It's like they've mended everything. Look at them dabbing the brake. Another dabber. Stop dabbing your brakes. Just not do what bikes to ease off the bloody throttle and you slow down for a corner that way. A bit misty in it round here. Still hear that wind noise. I wouldn't wear earplugs though. You need to hear what's going on around you, don't you? You need to hear stuff. Some people have many radios going. No. Yeah, a good yachting day with this breeze. So, I've set the camera at this angle as you got the bike in. Should I keep looking down? Do you want to see more road, more sky or more bike? Probably get loads of comments saying, oh, that camera angle, you're miles off. Well, it probably is, but like I said, this is a test. Without another vapour. Some of them smell horrible. Breathing that crap in, and it smells like bloody sweeties, like pink shrimps. You ever had pink shrimps when you were little? I used to love them. That funny scent smell. You know, sweetie smell, but it smells a bit scented. Still, if it's better for you than smoking it, I suppose. Good idea. Alright. What's this? Parked vehicles. He's going up there, he's pulling out. Slow down, man, you're at a junction. Nice bike, what was that? That's what I mean, I'm totally unfamiliar with modern bikes. Answers on a postcard, what bike was that? Beautiful. If I can do a freeze frame of it. See, he's got a matching helmet. Wow, were a police car, I'd be up here. You're attending to an accident, I wonder. Or just keeping an eye on speeding bikers. Yeah, have you seen that sign, Albert? Obviously not. We have priority coming from this way. Still, it's only a bike. It's a bike, not a bus, as I keep saying. Is it picking any engine noise up? Where the microphone is, it's quite near the base. I was worried about it picking wind noise up, which is why I put a couple of stitches in to embed it in the foam and keep it there. Has it worked? No, what do you mean no? Just using the front brake now, just lightly. Missed you over Blackpool way as well. I'm thinking of going to Blackpool over Easter, but we're working. That's how the management have decided to do away with bank holidays and the double pay, and it's just a standard day and we have to go in. And he said it's going to be beneficial because effectively you've got an extra 5 days, that's a week extra out of your holiday, so instead of 25 days you've now got 30. Well, we aren't being paid double time now, are we? And is that legal, saying you can't have a bank holiday off? People were playing hell, but no union, you just have to bear it. Bloody firm. Oh, bug splat. Where's that bike come from? Yeah, how's this camera? Is it alright in bright sunshine, or is there something wrong? Even on here, I watched my videos in 720 HD and it was blurry as hell. So what I mean, were those cameras cheap for a reason from that German shop? Hello, hello. Hey, where's the reflector, Albert? He's got a camera on. That's something I forgot to put on, a sun visor. I've no more of that wide insulation tape. I'm not using duct tape, but it was easy peel. I think it was about 50 or 60 mil wide, and that bloody pound shop have stopped selling it now. I suppose I could get a roll off the internet. In the past I've just used 3 strips of standard insulation tape and then peeled it off or added stuff as and when required. You know, put 2 strips on for summer when the sun's high up, and then in winter for sunsets and lower sun add another strip. Oh, I'm not going to Irvington. Every time I go down there I end up getting bloody lost. It seems to just wind around for miles and miles, with very few signs to tell you where you're going. Look at this. You see that giant hole then? Maybe that's why. I'll stop coming this way, go the Chorley way instead. Chorley? Chorley? Oh, I got Chorley way instead. Well, we're nearly there. How's it been? I'm curious myself. have I got the settings right? Sat at a kitchen table, you can't really get an accurate picture, can you? Literally. Yeah, it's nice to see Ivy's. Ivy's with a 46 on Valentino Rossi. Hello, hello. Well, my tyres and one's connected. I was thinking maybe I should start a new thing. If they don't nod, give them a tyres and horn blast. A rude one. The donkey one. Are you staying there, Albert? Good. Well, will everything still be open? Oh, 20 past 3 is not so bad. I'll be able to get a burger and a brew. I thought it would have taken me longer. In fact, like I said, it might take me longer still if I have to adjust it all again. Hopefully I've got it spot on, but I said before, when it gets really hot in summer, all them stickers do actually start moving, so you have to constantly monitor the position, you know, readjust as necessary. Incoming. There's that bloody silly steep speed hump to get over there. Every time I go over I can hear the belly pan scrape on the visor. Oh, I'll tell you what was on today. That speed sprint up at Horton Tower. I thought of going, but it's now £10. And it's not very good unless you're into old bikes, just going up a quarter-mile straight bit. I went years ago, but like I said, it's just lost its appeal. You're a flat bit here. Oh no, it didn't scrape them. Potholes, potholes. More potholes. Look, lots of people. Nice and busy, isn't it? Yeah, gangway, Albert, gangway. Right, let's have a look round. Still 58 degrees. Steaming up again. Oh, Royal Enfield. Attracts a crowd, doesn't it? Royal Enfield. A few people buying them on my comments. An old Z1000. It's nice, isn't it? Full restoration. I'm going to start it up now. Quieter than I thought it would be. Nice, wasn't it? So they are Kiki. You've ordered one of them as well, have you? roundabouts. Would that be alright for work commutes? No. Rocket 3, and luggage on, very nice. Oh, it's parked next to the other Kawasaki. Both are edges, what's that, 77? I thought they'll be taking pictures. What about them, Bandit Nev? I was going to start getting into the habit of bringing my stills camera, but I haven't done. I've got hundreds of pictures at home, loads of prints. That's why that little box is on the kitchen table, full of old prints. Oh, somebody's bought one of them with all. We're going to see all them fork legs. Nice, aren't they? When I got my X4, which is a similar style, I had to sit on one of these, but with being an inline V4, it felt a bit thin. You know, that way. Whereas the X4 was more chunky. I know that would leave the X4 in a cloud of dust, but you hear things about the handling, don't you? Custom bikes are not meant to handle around corners very well, are they? You just remember, well, I won't say chug along on that, but in a straight line you'd open it up. But I think you want to slow down for corners. Nikon, is that what they're called? Nikon. How unusual. Buell, very nice. Tracer, that chap that said he's after a bike for about £5 grand, you get a Tracer for, what, maybe 4? A few different sizes, weren't there, the MT series. See a few people buying them, and how old is this chap? About 60. I think they appeal, don't they? Triumphs as well to not necessarily a born again bike, it's just people that get to my age, mid 50s, mid 60s, ride at a relaxed pace on an interesting looking bike. It's not too heavy. Nobody's mentioned that chrome strip I put round the tank beading. I think it looks alright. It sort of matches the chrome hornet on the side panel and the little wing I put on. I've got loads left as well. 2 3-metre lengths for £5.99. Doesn't go around corners very well though, I should have heated it up. Well, I'll go and see what food's on offer inside. If there's nothing I fancy, I'll have a wrap burger instead. A bit cheaper outside than in. What's on the menu? Breakfast pancake. Gourmet burger. And a dog's bollocks. Now let's test it for low light in here. And I redecorated, looks a bit lighter, that bar. Nice now, isn't it? And very much of this is original. Well, bye for now. Sorry. I've been talking to this chap here, he's one of my viewers. Thank you very much for watching, if you're watching this later. It's double D at surprise. Have any double D fastener on a modern helmet? All my others have been seatbelt types. Oh, there we are, fastened. And then you have to pop it, that's it, pop it in a little press stud. I just close the vents on this visor. See if that makes it less noisy. He said he's got an R1. Oh, is that Kawasaki going? Lovely that, isn't it? I watched a lot of videos of the Yamaha XS 1100 and the GSX Suzuki. But the Z1000, oh, let's have a look. I'll look when I get on, see if anyone done a video of their restored Z1000. R1, where's he gone? Oh, he's over there. For sale, Fireblade, 40,000 mile, 3,750. Yeah. Is it exactly the same as my engine? Water pump assembly looks the same. $1992. Is that a bit steep? 1992? 40,000 mile nearly. Very nice. I was looking at that. Do you think that's all? Yeah, very nice. That seat looks a bit hard though. Did you watch that video last week? Me padding my seat. I put a pad under the seat that thick. Yeah. Because us old lads need comfort. Now we're looking at that. 1992 Fireblade, 3,750. It's 39,000 miles. Do you not think it's a bit overpriced, isn't it?
I didn't realize it would be that expensive. I would have kept it.
But mine's meant to be a Fireblade, a detuned Fireblade engine. But yeah, but 3,750. It says all near a stoffer. Maybe you'll get 3,000 for it. Yeah, it is for a 1992. I want 92. Bloody hell, that's. Yeah, 2002, 2012. 20 odd year ago, bloody hell. Yeah, nice to see you, mate. I've just seen this CB 400. Exactly the same styling as the 1300. Super 4 version S. Yeah, I miss my 1300. Proper bike that. It was restricted though to 100 horsepower, but wasn't interested in top speed or raw power. It just felt right for me with being rather large. I was going to start up the Rocket 3. Rocket 3 Touring. Coca-Cola's repeating on me. Oh, nice rear lights. Well, I think I'll head on home. I've been sat in the sunshine for a bit. Had a turkey and stuffing butty from inside in a bottle of pop. The butty's with them thin slices of turkey and stuffing, so it's not proper meat, I don't think. I do, alright. Yeah, it looks like he's, after all that messing about, bloody hell, the bike shops, it turned out it was that all the time, a bloody mitre cylinder, so I bought the kit but I didn't feel confident I could fit it. I imagine if I had a go, I think the circlet might have pinged across the kitchen and got lost forever, and I might have just cried on kitchen table, so they charge £106 labour. Well, they're probably doing it for an hour and a half, checking it all. They're going for loads of money now.
When they first came out with them, they kept burning middle.
Oh yeah, because it's overheating, yeah. Right, well, I'll get home. Anyway, nice to see you. See you again. See ya. Thank you. These potholes, bloody no. You think they get them seen to, ready for the summer season. Right, where's that flat bit is the one. Oh, just a light scrape that time. Well, I had to, didn't I? If I'm uploading the full journey here, there won't be time to upload much more, so I'll say goodbye now, I think. Bye bye. Not sure which way I'm going back yet. That's a bad angle to see that. Yeah, the sun visor on. The reason it's a problem, I don't have them glasses anymore that go dark, you know, they react to lights. I've got these new plastic clear lenses. That's something else I was going to splash out, and I asked the chap at the optician, oh, £150 for glass, photochromic, Roden stock. I said, what? Roden stock are extra thin, because your prescription is quite a thick, strong lens, but we can make them thinner by using Roden stock glass. I thought, 150? What, eh? Yes, £150 just for the lenses. I said, well, if I get that money, I'll come back. Maybe. Well, it's a nice day for it, isn't it? Another one turning down there. A bit echoey, this helmet. I thought it'd absorb more of my vocal noise. It sounds like a little echo chamber. Maybe it's ideal for singing 50s songs. Baby, let me be your loving teddy bear. I put my arms around my neck and leave me hanging there. I wanna be your teddy bear. Baby, let me be around you every day. I wanna be your teddy bear. They had cameras on. This seat's very comfy, as I'd expect it to be after all that faffing about. Bumpy road. Oh yeah, I'm a rally driver. Ooh, them exhaust smelt funny. Not my bike, it's theirs. No, that wasn't a two-stroke smell, it's the funny pong. Chap were just asking about my brakes. I said, yeah, they seem fine now, no more binding on, which I'm pleased about. I didn't check the tyre pressures, we should check them every week. Just in case. Look at that skid mark, what's happened there? Sudden braking for an animal. use that narrow passing point. Yeah, why not use all the road? God, see over the bloody wheel then, that little chap. Sit on a cushion, Albert. Past 4. Blackburn 8¼ mile. God, he was taking it easy. This is a nice little view, isn't it? Little hills and thickets of woods and things. It's just his road. I thought it might have been tidied up since I was last on it, but it doesn't look like it, does it? At least I got it to myself, I think. Bump, bump, bumpity bump, and then a pothole. It looks alright, but just a bit further on there's all ruts in the bloody road, or there was last time. Which is why it's a merry toodle. A crap bit.